What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Moto Outsider. My name is Matthew Huss, as always, joined with my co-host
Chris Baird in the house. What's going on, everybody?
That is it. What's up, guys? So, as you know, I'm sure you've seen this picture too. The internet is buzzing right now in the moto world, specifically around Kawasaki and a potential leaked photo of their 2024 factory bike. Chris, what do you got for me on this? And then we're going to jump into some talking points, and I want to pick your brain a little bit.
Absolutely, Matt. This is a pretty big deal. So it looks like Romaine Febvre over in Europe on the MXGP factory Kawasaki team, he's testing out a new bike. It looks like it could be a pre-production 2024 model, KX450. Looks like the bike has a brand new frame, full new chassis. Obviously, the body looks totally different, and the motor looks different.
Arguably one of the best looking Cowies, in my opinion, man.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, easy.
It
The rear plastics look sick.
Absolutely, I just like how the whole bike flows together like one piece. There's some motor changes. We can't really tell about anything from here. The bike was muddy in the photo, so we'll look for some more pictures and updates coming up in the next couple weeks. But dude, I'm excited. I love new bikes. I had a 2019 Cowie. It was a great bike. Oh, I can't wait for this thing. Might have to get one.
No, dude, I agree. And of course, I'm sure the price tag is going to be 25,000 American dollars, but who knows?
Easy.
Because these bikes just keep getting more and more insane. But the big question, there's two big questions here that I want to ask you.
Okay.
The first question, do you think this bike is going to come with the hydraulic clutch? Because let's rewind to 2019 when Tomac was forced to run the hydraulic clutch on his Cowie 450, hated it, team would not make any changes, and was forced to run it. Do you think Febvre deals with that and is stuck to do the same, or do you think they're going to give him the option, or do they leave out the hydraulic clutch altogether? What do you got?
You know, I wish I knew if they ran it last year. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'd imagine they're probably running that. It is a production part on the bike, and that's one of the reasons that Tomac did end up leaving the Monster Energy Kawasaki team. You know, he didn't have a choice, and he's very clear, very specific. He needs a cable clutch. I mean, I've ridden both. I know the feeling, and I understand why. It can fade. It's not adjustable. So there's a lot of things there. And I think that could hurt him if he's not able to adjust that and change that, honestly.
So let's talk about adjustment period and getting comfortable with the bike, the team getting comfortable with the bike. First round in Argentina is on March 12th, okay? He's got that much time, pending the weather, of course, to get comfortable on this bike, get the team comfortable on the bike, everything else too. What do you think is going to happen results-wise? Do you think he's going to jump right in and be super comfortable? Because my opinion is when these guys are performing at this level, they have access to the best of the best. In my opinion, coming from a business perspective, there should be no doubt that he's going to run at the top of the pack and be incredibly comfortable on this bike given his resources. But, I mean, anything is possible, especially in this sport, man. Do you think he's got enough time?
Honestly, I'm not really sure yet. You know, when you think 7 weeks, it's roughly 7 weeks until the first round.
Yep.
That's a whole new bike, whole new chassis, at least from us, you know, the consumer on the outside looking into this. It looks like an all new bike. In my opinion, that's not enough time unless he's able to fit maybe some local races in there. I know there's always a big sand race in Italy they do every year before the season starts. I don't know, man. I'm really on the fence about that. Also, you know, Romaine only raced 8 races last year out of that 18 race series. Right. So he's going to be struggling a little bit with that. I think he's going to take a few races to get used to that, get the bike set up. And I don't know, I guess I'm going to throw this back at you. I mean, look at Tomac. Tomac came into the 23 season of Supercross on a brand new Yamaha. Says he hasn't made any changes to the bike. He's been running it. What do you think?
I mean, it's tough to say because with I almost don't even think it's an accurate question to ask a factory rider because they have access to the best of everything. Yeah. Like, for example, I remember an interview, and I can't remember where it was, so forgive me if this is old or outdated, but I remember James Stewart saying he could feel every subtle difference all the way down to how the subframe felt.
Yep.
So I know they have this very acute sense of what is right and wrong with the bike. But the reason why I say you can't ask a factory rider is because I would love to see what the privateer guys can do in the States with it. But I know that over at MXGP, there's not many privateers. That's not how that system works.
Yep.
But I mean, like I said, in my opinion, anyone who's of factory caliber riding should be able to step on this bike and be immediately comfortable. That's not my unprofessional opinion.
No, but I think you're right, 100%. The only thing I guess we look at is, Cooper Webb struggled a lot with their KTM last year, but that change sounds like it was a lot bigger of a change than what this Kawasaki looks to be. Again, I think time's going to be the true tell-all here. But I'm really interested to see. And another thing to bring up too is, going into the season, Jeffrey Hurlings got hurt last year at a photo shoot, I believe. He crashed and he didn't get to race at all last year. And he's on a brand new bike, for him at least. He never raced this bike, so kind of makes you wonder, like, 2 new bikes. They're saying Tim Gajser might also be on a new bike, or at least part of a new bike. It's going to be really interesting to see how this MXGP series turns out, especially at round 1.
I agree with you. So so we could speculate on the Cowie all day. So let's put a big bow on this, right?
Yeah.
The last time a bike was leaked was, I believe, Tim Gajser's 450, when they were debuting the new 450 back in 2020. My man went on to win the championship on that bike.
Yeah, dude.
Does Febvre repeat that exact situation?
I mean, he hasn't won a title since 2015, but he was really fast the past few years, despite all the injuries he had. I think it's possible, honestly. These new bikes keep getting better and better, and I just always go back to Tomac. Tomac's starting off the season with 2 wins. I would love to see that for him. He's very talented. He has tons of Motocross of Nations wins. Very good rider. He needs that spark, he needs that change. This could be the good change that he needs to get him back on top of the podium.
Yeah, and then, of course, that lights the fire under the team and just helps everything snowball from there. So it's going to be all eyes on, I guess, his social media posts for a while, and then we'll see what happens on gate drop March 12th, right?
Ooh, yeah, absolutely, man. It's coming quick. It really is. I mean, you think 7 weeks to do anything. We're, 3-4 weeks into the new year already? It's flying by.
Crazy.
You have one little issue, one crash, one mistake, and that throws all your preseason training away. So hopefully he stays healthy. And, dude, I cannot wait to see how this new bike looks and sounds, and just to see one in person, man.
No doubt. And I know how long do you think it'll be until you see those production models here in the States?
I'm guessing earliest probably August, September. That'd be pretty early for those.
Yeah.
I don't know about.
I think when I was looking to get the Works Edition 450, the Honda 450 Works Edition,
2020 model.
I got the allocation in August, and I wasn't going to get delivery until October or November.
Jeez, and they still pushed it back, didn't they?
Yeah, and it went. Didn't it go? Dude, it went into December. I think it
so.
went into December.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, dude, all eyes on Cowie, all eyes on Romaine's Instagram, and we'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, like you said, man, getting back to, how Gajser ran the 2021 model in 2020. I mean, they have no production rule over there. They kind of do whatever the hell they want. So this could be really good for Romaine. I wish the best for him, and I would love to see him on top of the podium again because he's got a really unique style. And honestly, again, MXGP is like my number 1 favorite series. I called you today about this. I was like, dude, we need to talk about this right now. I want to get this out there. This is exciting, man. It's really exciting.
100%. So let's switch gears into the last topic, being the privateer side of things. So let's fast forward to the end of this year.
Yep.
This bike is available in the States. You got the best privateer riders now have access to this bike, less the factory parts that, of course, Factory Cowie's going to run. So do you see of course the possibilities there.
Always.
But is it likely that a new bike can truly shape a privateer's career or their results in a given season when they hop on a new bike that's, a Works Edition or a Factory Edition bike?
Yeah, man, that's a tough one. I do think it's possible. I don't think we've seen a full transformation, but Alex Ray's on the new Yamaha right now, and he qualified this weekend at San Diego and almost made it at round 1. But the MXGP teams are going to be giving all their new data and parts and info to the factory Kawasaki teams here. So it's going to take a little bit for the privateer guys to get to it. And it would be interesting to see if it could shape a career. I think the Yamaha might show that this year. And, I'm going to go ahead and say it's possible. I really do think it is. These new bikes keep getting better and better. The Suzuki, unfortunately, the only one that's not really changing or anything, still got the Kickstarter. And everyone else is dropping new models every year. So, you hate to see that. But, man, I think the amount of guys that ride Kawasaki's, I think you might see some guys start working their way up a little bit farther.
Only time will tell, man.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, guys, that's all we've got for this video. So be sure to comment what you think your speculation is going to be about the new Cowie bike, some of the new bikes that are coming over, how you think Romaine's going to do, and what your predictions are for the 2023 MXGP season. My man Chris, give him a send-off.
All right, guys. Yeah, let us know what you think about that. This is this is a hot take. You know, this is a big deal for the racing world. But yeah, definitely let us know what you thought about this. And more videos coming. We're going to keep recording all night long. So thank you guys for being here, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. See you soon.